I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mr. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up. Until I came home one night. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which...
Have you helped Harlow since your...
No, I'm worried sick about Isco. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is...
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. Thank you.
Now find your friends.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
I've nothing to say about him.
Please, sir, I would like to help.
You know the Bickles? Or...
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
It started a few weeks ago. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be...
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. He said, your secret is safe as long as... I've been able to cover for his request, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about...
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has a...
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. Of course, none of this bodes well.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack.
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in it. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it...
Understood.
We're hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. That person must be around here somewhere. Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with...
Oh, tragic what happened to Bick. But I feared Harlow's return.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr...
Perhaps.
You said that Harlow committed an act...
Before my extraordinary wife, as a surprise for her birthday, one day Harlow came calling. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified. I watched helplessly, lying there. I was shaken to my core.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating.
I suppose I... Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Something Natty's being late. She said she was going to the Hogshead. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's a woman. She could cross the water. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
No students get what's coming to them.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. The hidden door. Natty has to be taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I have to be sure I'm not seen.
Was it all at Hogsfield that we raided last week?
Revelio.
Let's play. Come back here!
What are you? Expulsion!
Time to sit.
Stop that! Just the beginning. Wilkins don't go down. You will not survive this fight. Expulsor!
Lewis. Lewis. Rebecca. Nancy must be here somewhere. You found us. I knew it was real. I had left my word for you. Speak to the ring. He will tell you what you need. Rebecca. Lewis. Mr. Rabe? Daisy...
You spoke with my wife.
Worried about you.
I am all right. These locks are cursed. And there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cell. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find you.
I need my wand for this. Use...
I shall do my best.
It's nearby.
Understood. Off. Incendio! Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Mr. Abe's wand could be in there. Revelio. Lumos. Alohomora. Mr. Abe's wand must be nearby if he can sense it from his... Mr. Abe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe!
Well done. Now, you best stand back.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery.
Lumos.
I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Harlow, once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me...
Is Mr. Abe all right?
He is. Miss Onai. You're...
Actually, Officer Singer, in addition to abducting Mr. Abe...
I appreciate what you're trying to do.
Yes, Officer.
Well, it's certainly a good... Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this.
Lumos.
Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
What are you up to now?
How could you? You have not only lied to me about your house, but you have made a fool of me in front of our president.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped.
You may not realize it, but...
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she likely told other prophets. Unfortunately, she might, in fact...
If she knew more about what you've done...
If she knew any more about what I've done...
I'm sorry.
She has not. Harlow, if someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland...
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day.
Galloping? Your father was also an animator.
He could become the most majestic. We were on our way home. One of them saw me, just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted...
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me, and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. And then he was gone. And it was all...
Your fault?
He died protecting me. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but a few years later, we left to...
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. He and my mother raised... I know there is risk involved.
What does your mother think about?
Well, as you saw, she misses him. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been...
Oh my, that is a good question. But I think he, of all people, and I think he would have enjoyed knowing.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been...
He was. We all have our burdens.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end. And once he is gone, we are making progress. Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
But this is not one of those times. He should still be here.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I believe I would feel less helpless if I could. Each day they remain free, they do more.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never...
Thank you. I believe we will get them. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Big.
But she warned us to stay...
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie.
I do not believe it did.
But now we have the upper...
We are stronger than Harlow, and...
Agreed. Let's fin...
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform the singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look around. Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
Gullible children! One right! Quickly! Explosion! Incendio! Aha! Back from board. Rookwood, don't run down easy. Oh, look at the little children play like. You will not survive this fight. Expulso!
You're a hopeless Azkaban for a very long time.
Incendio! Gun! Incendio!
How did that feel?
Revelio.
They got what they deserved.
Expulso! Little Natsai, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills. go to waste.
Allow me to...
You want to concede now? Must we prolong this? This will not end in your favour.
Now you're just incendio! Exploso!
Come now! You can do better than that.
Exploso!
Shame to see such potential go to waste.
Right for more.
You fight like a muggle. This will not end in your favour.
Just a bit of practice for me.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother. It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted. I was relieved when she told me.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days.
I am sorry, Natty.
What? No. The moment that I saw Harlow aim...
You quickly made the choice to protect me.
I did what I had to, and
Then I shouldn't feel guilty?
Of course not. There was... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today.
From what I know of him...
That's very kind of you to say. This has all been a bit much. A battle here at Hogwarts. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run.
Everything is safer now because of...
Thank you, but you, my fellow traveler, I believe your friendship to be... Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.